I'm back. Road Rants for Black and White Network. Well, I said if you were a citizen of Philadelphia, we had you. We were not going to ignore what was going on in Philadelphia, which is in the middle of a crime wave. Democratic, radical, socialist mayor, Jim Kenney right there. Oh, my goodness. Brave, stunning, and courageous. 10 shot. Oh, my goodness. But how about 6 die over the weekend? It's utterly crazy. We're talking Chicago-like violence, folks. It's crazy as hell, but yes, another major city in this country is shooting fish in a barrel. How about that? That's where we're at, shooting fish in a barrel, and we've got famous Philly steak and hoagie businesses, and we know Philly Cheesesteak. There's 3 or 4 of those places that are world-renowned, world-known, and Jim's West has decided to hire armed security guards as they want to try to protect citizens from getting their heads blown off while they're wanting to eat a Philly cheesesteak. I mean, it's where we're at. It's where we're at. I mean, in case you're not familiar with this guy, you know, because this is a new series, and I want to be aware that this is a new series. So this is the mayor. That's right. My goodness. By the way, the police commissioner has fled, I believe, to New York. I did a video on that. Has fled. City worker died last week. We covered that. I mean, literally, you're out working on the road, and boom, you catch a bullet right in your ass, and you're goner. You're a goner right there. This is crazy. So this is the office of the mayor in Philadelphia. And just a couple of things, a couple of highlight points here that I want to show. Improving public safety for all Philadelphians while treating residents with respect and dignity. This is code word. This is Democratic code word, folks, for, hey, we hope you're safe because we're going to be extra gentile and brave, stunning, and courageous as we rock the babies known as criminals in our city. In other words, don't get confused. That kind of crap is a social justice initiative, okay? How about this? We're not going to hire the best people for the job. Boy, this is a true Democratic trait these days. Developing a diverse workforce that looks like Philadelphia. So we're going to make sure that we check all the boxes. I'm sure they've got a wide net cast for the future Brittany Griner trifecta out there. My goodness, maybe Philadelphia can find themselves some prominent people to put in office, much in the same way that Lori Lightfoot in Chicago checked so many brave, stunning, and courageous boxes by the Democratic Party. So now that you're caught up on who this a-hole is that runs this shithole, there, I said it. Oh my goodness, Rhodes cussed. Rhodes cursed, and I'm offended. Well, I'm Rhodes Rants and not Rhodes Talk, so, you know, there's that. ABC 6. Since Friday evening, there have been at least 9 shootings in Philadelphia where 10 people were shot and 6 died. Okay. So 1 bullet caught 2 people? Whoa. Is that the way I interpreted that? Quote, every corner you turn, there's violence, said Cynthia Presley from North Philadelphia. It's bad out here, she continued. It makes you scared to walk and just do anything for people. Presley lives near the most recent shooting at North Bonsall Street in North Philadelphia. You know what? 10 shootings and 6 dead? I think they're better shots in Philadelphia than they are in Chicago. My goodness, that makes them even more dangerous, I would say. Wow. That's scary. Police said a man in his 30s was killed there early Sunday morning. Presley said she feels unsafe, and the ongoing violence takes its tolls on residents. Quote, I feel like if I could just pick up the home I live in and move, I would definitely be gone. Well, understand, Mrs. Presley or Miss Presley or Miss whatever you're going by these days. I don't even know who this person is, but keep in mind, all these people have been voted into office by the residents in your community. Just pointing that out in much the same way that Chicago is a dumpster fire rolling downhill on a tire fire. I mean, at this point, as that dumpster is rolling down that hill, it's having to swerve out of the way of fucking Philadelphia. Okay? I mean, let's be honest here. This is all voted in, guys. This is put into office. Saturday morning, 2 separate shootings in Germantown left a 45-year-old woman and a 54-year-old man dead. It's crazy. We got a guy here that's actually trying to do something. Quote, the numbers are staggering right now. Dwayne Fletcher, the founder of Guns Down, Gloves Up, quote, it's sad. We're losing our youth to gun violence and to the jail system. Then our adults, they're being victims. He's a victim of gun violence himself after being shot in the face by a teenager. Wow. This guy right here owns a boxing organization, guys, and he's attempting to get people to focus their energy in other places other than picking up a gun and blasting innocents and people in the community. Look, it's a worthwhile cause. You know, it may be probably polishing the brass on the Titanic, but it's at least worth giving it a shot, and I commend the guy for that. So, how bad is it in Philadelphia? Well, it's this bad. It's this bad. This is the Blaze. Crime is so bad in Philadelphia that a popular cheesesteak joint hired armed guards to protect its customers. Look at this homie right out here. Yeah, he's standing out there, and this is the business. Jim's Steaks and Hoagies. Of course, that's going to be Philly Cheesesteaks. West Philadelphia, that's his location right there. And he's had to bring in armed guards like this guy to keep the patrons safe. Honestly, I commend him for this. You know, if you're a patron, you live in one of these cities, I mean, I'm surprised more businesses don't do it. You know, you've got to be, this guy's got, I believe, multiple locations, and he does really well. But this is an added expense that, let's be honest, the leadership in this city should be taking care of crime where people don't catch a bullet while they're waiting in line to get a Philly cheesesteak. You know, I'm just pointing that out. It's leadership in a city like this that fails, that causes business owners to have to spend money on things like this dude out here. And there's multiple shots of this guy standing out here. And, I mean, I commend the business owner for making this kind of a decision to try to protect his customers, but shouldn't have to, you know? There's much debate on the best cheesesteak joint in Philadelphia. However, one cheesesteak shop is distancing itself from the competition as being the eatery that protects its customers the most. Due to rampant violent crime in Philadelphia, Jim's West Steaks and Hoagies have hired armed guards to protect its patrons. It's crazy. The cheesesteak joint is so popular that lines of customers can go down the block, exposing patrons to possible street violence. Can you imagine? Can you imagine somebody, some gangbanger rolls down through there and just hangs a MAC-10 out the window and just mows down a bunch of people that are trying to eat, trying to get in to get a sandwich? Saul Landers, the chief financial officer of Jim's West, told WPVI-TV, quote, our lines are down the block, so while you're standing here in line connecting with other people you may not know, we have security right here just to keep you guys safe. Jim's West Steaks and Hoagie's co-owner, Cortez Johnson, told the outlet, quote, "The violence has spiked. It goes up and down. You want people to feel safe and be safe. So when they come out and eat, they don't have to worry about no type of harm." Kevin Darden, the owner of Presidential Protection Services, has personally guarded customers outside of the Hoagie restaurant. Darden said the armed agents who protect the customers are sworn and certified by the state of Pennsylvania to do security work. He added the armed guards are former military, police, and law enforcement. Wow. So, I mean, he's getting qualified dudes to get out there. Landers said the threat of violence is so prevalent that businesses, quote, have to spend that extra money. That's what we were just talking about, to keep customers and employees safe. The Philly Voice reported in 2015, West Philly Gym's location was targeted by armed robbers who reportedly made off with $215 in cash from the register and customers who were in the store. So they come in, they rob the register and the customers. There's a guy right there standing outside talking to patrons. There's his gun. I'm not sure what he's holding, maybe an AR-15. Oh, there it is right there. Okay. One customer said of the armed agents, quote, "If it deters crime, I can't complain. I'm not a big fan of guns, but I get it." However, another patron said the armed guard walking around with a machine gun, it's not family friendly. You know what is also not family friendly? Yeah, catching a bullet in the dome while you're trying to eat a Philly cheesesteak. I mean, not to just put this in terms that will sort of rattle you or jar you, but that's kind of what I do. I mean, you're eating a cheesesteak and, you know, you're reaching over, you're getting yourself a Lay's, plain Lay's potato chip. You pull it out. Next thing you know, your wife's brains are on the table because some hoodlum decided to fire into the location or come in and rob everybody and decides to pop one just to send a signal. And you're worried about seeing a guy, by the way, that this is how little you know about guns. It is not a machine gun, but rather an AR-15. Yeah. So I thought it was an AR, but I wasn't sure. The violence is so overwhelming in the area that Carco gas station in North Philadelphia has also hired armed guards. So, wow. I mean, damn. That is absolutely bananas. There we are. Get a cheesesteak. And I got to be honest, if I lived in this city, you know, and I wanted a cheesesteak, I'm sure I'd make sure I went somewhere that I would feel safe. And I've seen a lot of the video out of Philadelphia. It's just like Chicago, just like New York, just like LA, just like San Francisco. It's a nightmare. It is a nightmare. So, 10 shot, not as many as Chicago, but 6 dead. Just as many lost their lives as most weekends in Chicago. Wow. Yep, guys, we're going to watch Philadelphia. All right, Philly, you're officially in our sights now. So, for the people that have been asking, how are these other Democratic cities doing? Not so great. Not so good at all. It's just, you can't vote in this manner, in this way, on a local level, and it be okay. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.